Alright guys, I know it's been a little while for a new video, but what with Duels Alliance coming out, I figure I would show you the deck I've been building. So I've been building Burning Abyss, so we're running 3 Sir, 3 Graf, and 3 Skarm, of course, search out. Pretty typical, obviously, when you're playing Burning Abyss, that's what you're going to run. Mine is a little different than most people's you've probably seen, which is part of why I wanted to put it up. Plus there isn't a super big amount up right now. Playing 3 Tour Guide, obviously search it with Skarm, probably best card in the deck. We're running 2 Crane, because Crane's Wolfbark. I think 3 is too many. It can clog. But it gets you the ability to make synchros, which is actually important in this deck, and it allows you to keep your deck a little fuller. I know deck thinning is good, but you could run through your cards so fast in this deck that you've got no answers anymore. So it's like a tour guide. You can actually use Crane. This can bait out your breakthrough skills and such, and then your tour guide will go off. So, and then I'm also playing the Chaos variant right now. So I'm playing 2 Chaos Sorcerers, because obviously banishing is good, so it doesn't hit the graveyard. 1 BLS, again, Chaos Engine, so you can recycle your stuff, or I should say banish their stuff. And then 1 Caius. The reason I don't play more Caius is because this can be dead. I play a lot of back row, a lot of traps, and if I have a trap set, I really can't go into Caius in 1 turn. So 1 Plague Spreader, because you do mill, although not that much. But Plague Spreader is another discard target off all your traps, and it allows you to go into Beals, which is always good. And then 1 Baylor. Baylor's pretty slow this format, but it's food for your Chaos Sorcerer. And if you're playing like Satella Knights, that kind of stuff, Valor can still be good. So another plus with the Plague Spreader too, if they Breakthrough Skill or Valor your Crane, you can actually Plague Spreader into rank 5s, which is good. I'm playing 2 rank up Astral Force, obviously. I don't play 3, because once you put 1 in grave, you can pretty much grab it whenever you want, and then this deck floats so well that you can grab it, ignore its condition, and then next turn be able to go into pretty much any rank 5 you want. So we're going to play 1 Dark Hole, because that's good. 1 Book of Moon, because this is out to Midrash. You can Book of Moon Midrash and then attack right over it. Or, Caius banish it, that kind of thing. Then we're playing 1 Foolish Burial and 1 Potted Dichotomy. Obviously, Potted Dichotomy is good. It allows you to recycle your stuff. I wouldn't play more than 2. I think even 1 can get annoying at times because sometimes it just sits in your hand. But I think 3 is too many. And then moving on to the traps, we're going to play 2 Wiretap because Breakthrough Skills so hot this format because Valor isn't. This will stop your breakthrough skills, and stopping things is good. Also, you don't have, I guess I should say, I don't have Alucard right now, so I don't have a big out to the back row. You can play MST, but I like what Wiretap does better. So this is a more reactive deck. It isn't one that, goes off and then continually pushes. It's more one that reacts to their stuff and then pushes. Got 2 Breakthrough Skill, because it's a very good card, and you mill. So got 2 Phoenix Wing Blast. Get rid of those problem cards. Skill Drain can be a problem with the deck. Kaiser Coliseum, that kind of thing. Got 2 Dimensional Prison, because you want to banish Midrash, and you want to banish Yang Zing, and all that good stuff. 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn, 1 Torrential, and then a couple one-ofs I'm playing. Most people play 1 Traveler's Burning Abyss. It's good, but sometimes, you only destroy 1 or 2 that go to the grave, and it can be good. Sometimes, you draw it first turn and it's dead and it just sits there for a while. Then I'm playing 1 Divine Wrath. Destroying isn't the greatest thing in this format, but it does, it's still a discard target. So you've got targets in here for discarding, so that's good. And then also destroying and negating the effect is good. So it's not the worst card, but just playing it 1. All right, moving on to the extra deck. I've got 1 Dante. I should have 2, and I probably will get 2 at the next tournament. But for now, that's what I'll be playing. I guess I don't see Dante as the best card in the extra deck. He's good, and I mean 2,500 is good, but especially, you know, first turn, if you don't have Sir in the grave, he just sits there in the grave, and which isn't good. The loop with Sir, obviously Dante, and then Sir goes to the grave. Sir special summons Dante. When Dante goes to the grave, you add Sir, and then Sir's, you know, destroys, add Dante. You know, loop for days, which is good, but usually first turn I don't go into Dante simply because he doesn't really get you a plus. I mean, he's really just there, and then you discard to grab Skarm, grab another tour guide, but he doesn't, you don't get to draw, you don't, I mean, if you mill, every time I mill, I don't know about you guys, but every time I mill all the things I don't want to mill, so. Then we're playing one Nightmare Shark, because the last effect, Heartland Draco, that is funny. We're going to be playing one Levier. Some of this stuff maybe replaced for Alucard. I have a Braum. I just need the Alucard, and then I can do the rank up for that. I also have a Mecha-equipped Engineer. This is really good by itself. I don't know if I'll be playing Tiras. I have it, but right now I don't like it. Destroying things, again, like I said, is not good. That's why I play the Chaos variant. 1 Giga Brilliant, which is actually a lot of times the card I go into first turn, because you can go into Giga Brilliant, activate its effect. So you've got a 2100 beater. If it dies, you know, whatever. But then you've got still got your tour guide, and then like next turn you go into Dante, and it's going to be 2400 plus a 2800, which pretty much gets over anything and puts good damage on the board and pressure. So 1 windup. Also, it's a light, so it puts a light engrave if it dies for your Chaos Engine. 1 Zen Mains, because Zen Mains is really good. 1 Acid Golem, because 3000 attack is good for the rank 3s, and then I play Dark Worlds at my deck, or at my locals a lot, and that is good to have against Skill Drain. 1 Livier, because 2500 is good. 1 Fortune Tune. After you go into all 3 of your tour guides, you want to make Fortune Tune. You want to get them back in your deck and then recycle as fast as possible. 1 Granosaurus, because sometimes you can attack over, activate its effect, and then rank up, and then go into Volcasaurus. So, and obviously Volcasaurus is good. Again, this isn't a format where you want to just be destroying, popping things. So Volcasaurus is good, but not always. And then obviously playing the 1 Pleiades. I haven't really found too many times where I wish I had another Pleiades. I guess I recycle so much with the Dante Sir loop. You know, in 1 turn I can basically have Dante out with no attachments and then rank him right up into Pleiades, then get Dante's effect and right again. So 1 Samsara, again, it's a level 5. It's a 2600 defense. So it is a wall, and then if they do get over it, you can either special them out of your grave or out of their grave, which is really good. 1 Cataster, and again, these rank 5s are for when they effect veil your Crane. You can basically go into these guys, and then you still have something on board worth having on board, where Crane's only, I think it's like 300 attack. So, and then the real reason you want to play that Plague Spreader is for Beals. Beals is still a really good card, and it gets over a lot of cards right now. So, and I figured why not play it in this deck? It can, it mills, and it has the ability, so why not? Alright, then we'll move on to the side deck. And a lot of the siding is for some stuff specifically in my locals, but a lot of Shaddoll stuff. I've got 2 Noblemen, a Crossout. This is for hats, you know, Shaddolls, that kind of thing. 2 Soul Release, again, Satellanites, Shaddolls, all that good stuff. We've got 1 Shared Ride. This is good right now against Boojins. Pretty much. It can be good against other decks, but not a whole lot of decks actually add to hand this format. So, I mean, I may cut this right now. I don't know. I'm just trying it out. 1 Creature Swap, because that can actually win you games, especially if they are able to get their wind off. You can Creature Swap and give them crap, and then you still get the effect of your monster. 2 Face Off. I'm trying this out because, again, you guys know I don't like Boojins much. And so, again, that's a good card against Boojins. 2 Chain Dispel. One that we've shown before is Curse Seal, and that is still a fantastic card. But what I don't like about that is having to discard a spell card. It's better in the fact that it negates that effect, and it gets rid of all of them, they can't be used, but this destroys them, and as long as you keep, especially against Shaddolls, if you keep Widna out of the grave, you banish their first Widna that they're able to make for that Shaddoll fusion. With all the back row that I play, it's usually not hard, or with my Chaos Engine. This becomes amazing because it's going to be a lot. They have to work to get that Shaddoll Fusion back to their hand. But you can play Cursed Seal. I may play that over this. After I play this this next locals, I might change these to Cursed Seals. Next, we're going to be playing 2 Flying Sea. Again, this is a mirror match type thing. If you play the mirror match and you're able to get this off, it's like, well, shit, what do I do? Because you do have to Xyz, I mean, almost every turn in this deck, so having this is good. And again, having the Chaos Engine, the outs to this, is another good thing. One of my favorite new traps, hand traps, is the 2 DD Crows. This is, again, is good by just getting rid of people when they go to recycle their stuff. It's good against the Tellarknights. It's good against Shaddolls. It's good against Dark Worlds. It's good against Boojins. It's just good against all kinds of things. And then the last one would be the Grand Mole. Grand Mole can be main decked, but I like to have it in the side deck just for when you place the Shaddolls, that kind of thing. Stuff that you can't and you don't want to get over. This bounces it back. Grand Mole is just a fantastic card this format. So yeah, feel free to comment on the deck, and we will have duels up soon.